Hey, what is going on, everybody? It's Kevin Vidini here for What's That Comic Book? It's been a little bit. It's been a little while. Been taking. I'm coming off of hiatus for just this show today, and might be going back on hiatus for a little bit. But guys, I want to thank you guys so much for coming on today and checking out the show, coming to nerd out with us. We have a fantastic show. We have a fantastic lineup for today's show, and I'm super excited to present these gentlemen to you, these fellow comic book nerds, and we're going to be randomly pulling comic books for an hour. And in case if you guys are new here to the show, new to the channel, What's That Comic Book is pretty much when I hang out with people from the comic community, whether they're from YouTube or Instagram, and we just nerd out by pulling comic books out of our collections for a straight hour and try to give as much information about that book as much as possible. If you are watching today's show and if you're interested in the show and if you'd like to be on the show, you can email the show at superpowerreview9@gmail.com, or you could go the easiest route by messaging me on Instagram at KarateKevin67. So if you would like to be on the show, here's an open invitation. So again, guys, I'm super excited for today's show because, like I said, we haven't done a What's That Comic Book in a little bit. Trying to take a little bit of a break from YouTube, trying to rest my brain and my creativity juices. But I want to let you guys know that I've been working on a project for the channel that I'm really excited about. And I don't know how long it's going to take for it to appear on the channel, but be on the lookout for it. It's something completely different, something I have never done before, whether it comes to this video coming on the channel or something I've never even edited before. So I'm really excited. So guys, be on the lookout for that. If you guys also, please too, if you're watching today's show and if you guys are if you see some new faces, if you're not familiar with these dudes, make sure you guys go in this video's description down below, click on those links, show your love and support, and subscribe to their channels. So let's go ahead and bring in our first guest. I am super happy to have this guy on the channel because I see him around the comic community a lot. He's a good dude, and I got to meet him for the first time today virtually. We have Wayne from Unruly Simeon. What's up, buddy? How you doing, man?
I'm not going to repeat what I told you earlier.
He's doing fine. He's doing fine. I'll just say that. He's doing all right, people. Nothing about weight, nothing about hair loss. It's all good.
I am above ground, which once you start hitting 6 decades, that's about all you can hope for.
All right. That's pretty good. Well, I really appreciate you being on the show. You had an interest to coming on the show, and it's really nice to like I said in the intro, it's really nice to actually get to virtually meet you. Like, I see you everywhere. You're out there supporting the community. So like I said, man, it's really awesome to have you here on the show.
Thank you, sir. It's awesome to be here, for real.
For real. Thank you. And then, so our next guest, we have a lot of first appearances. Actually, everybody who is appearing on the show today is a first appearance on the channel. We also have a fellow comic community member here. Really awesome dude. We have Metarog, who is a huge supporter of the channel and is a huge supporter of other channels as well when it comes to giveaway competitions as such. So Metarog, thank you so much for being on, first of all. I really appreciate you taking the time coming on, man. Second of all, I just really want to thank you for everything that you do in this community, really, because you are a huge cheerleader for the comic community, for sure. Like, you're out there taking your time, helping people out. You do this bi-weekly video where you're shouting out all these channels that have giveaways going on, and you take the time by putting the links in the description to help these guys out. So I want to personally thank you for that, because you also have helped my channel grow so much, and I can't thank you enough for that.
It's an honor and a pleasure to be helping out this community. I mean, honestly, I'm just paying forward all the love that's been paid to me throughout the years in this community. I've been so blessed with friendships like Wayne up here, and Hialeah and Bub and DS and Comic Kid 84. The lists are endless, and you know, when I first saw you and I saw what you're trying to do with your channel, and I was such a fan of you getting to that 1K and then 2K, and you know, we're Hulk 181 buddies, you know. So I couldn't be more honored to be here. When you sent me that message, I immediately talked to the wife and said, "Hey, I want to be here on 8 o'clock." She goes, "Okay."
Well, thank you, wife. Thank you, Roger's wife, for allowing him to come out and play tonight. No, for real, man. Thank you so much. So let's continue on introducing our guests. We have Bear Island Comics on the channel as well. How you doing, sir?
I'm good. I'm trying to figure out how I got onto this panel. I'm just like a fanboy of these guys. You thanked Roger. And I just want to apologize to Roger because he did so much to promote my Royal Guard contest a couple of years ago and grow my channel. And then I pretty much just abandoned the channel. So I apologize for that. I'm going to try to get back to it and actually get some content up there. But I appreciate you, man. Unruly, you've just been there from the start.
That was fabulous contest, by the way. I love that contest. That was very creative. Of course, you're a very creative guy, so I would expect nothing else.
My favorite contest to date.
Oh, come on.
Up there. It's top 10. Yeah, absolutely.
Sweet.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, to get to what Bear was saying, it is tough, huh? The grind on the channel YouTube's, it's tough, the grind, no?
I mean, I don't know if I can claim to have ever grinded.
No?
The way you do? Not the way you do, man. Like, you're out there.
Ground. I don't know. Sometimes it's just like, man, another video today.
At one point, I was trying to get out a video a week, like a couple summers ago, and it was taking all my time. I mean, all of it. So.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you.
You got the breaks.
So yeah, I'm pumping the brakes a little bit, you know, but I enjoy this. I enjoy this show a lot. You know what I mean? I really do. I enjoy getting together with people, nerding out. I mean, we were a small bunch. Our bunch is growing a lot, immensely in the last couple of year or so. But you know, like just to hang out with you guys and share something that we both enjoy is always a good time. So our last person on the panel for tonight, we have Hialeah Comic Bro. What is up, man?
I made it.
You're actually early than what you thought it was going to be.
Yeah. I made it.
You
That's
made
all that matters.
Time. That was a good Cuban time, Raul.
It was perfect. I thought it was at 8:30, and I looked. I was out. We were getting food, and it was like, oh no!
Oh no!
So I'm just happy to be here. Thanks for the invite. Adam, Wayne, Roger, Kevin. I'm glad I made it, man, because you put up that video today where you're kicking the daimyo on the head, and I was like, oh no, that's gonna be me.
I wouldn't do that to you, dude. I wouldn't do that.
It's like that Spider-Man meme.
A little nervous.
Proms tomorrow.
Yeah. I was nervous. And then Adam, when you put out that you were getting your box ready, I was like, I had to get a box ready? Oh no.
No, you don't. You don't.
Nah, it's usually just random.
Good. That's what I thought it was. That's what I thought it was. I wasn't just gonna grab a box, and I got it ready. But
yeah, but some people like to.
You know, I'm in my living room. I don't have comics in here, so I gotta transport.
Okay, I got you.
I have a green room, and I got some cabinets.
You had me nervous.
No, we established that that's a green screen of a room with green walls, right?
Yes, we have established that many times. Yes. Let's say hey to a couple of the people who are on the chat dedicating their time to the channel. We got Life with Two YouTubers. What is up?
Sharon.
We got Unruly Simeon in the chat. We got Ryan, Magic Lasso. What's up, Superpower View plus panel and chat. Great panel tonight. I couldn't agree with you anymore. We got Roger in the chat. Let's see. Hold on. I hate the little sidebar. I feel like I can never catch it on the laptop. We got Comic Man Andy. What is up, man? Thank you so much for hanging out. Let's see. Where are you, sidebar? Thank you. We got Bear in the house. We got my buddy DJ Lynx. What is up? Magic Lasso. Stop the hiatus. man, I'm gonna slowly come back, man. Slowly come back. The stuff at the studios is picking up dust a little bit. Gotta dust it off. Sector 2815, my buddy Paul Cook. What is up, man? Superior Hero Collectibles. How are you, man? I feel like I haven't seen you in ages, buddy. I hope you're doing well. And we also got the Gray Man. How you doing, man? That's another person I haven't seen in a little while. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out. I know the Gray Man.
Hey, Graham.
And then we also have Knight of Khonshu. Thank you so much for joining. Appreciate you. So again, guys, if you're seeing any unfamiliar faces on the panel, again, if you want to see what they put up on YouTube, make sure you click on the links down in the description down below. All right, so who wants to? I think we're gonna start off with Unruly Simeon because he's onto my side. So let's start off with Wayne. Wayne, what do you got? Random pull.
All right. Well, this is semi-random.
Semi-random. That's fine as long as random is in here. We like randomness.
All right. In honor of not in honor, but to commemorate what the video that Bear dropped last night, when Geek got everyone together to ambush Steve. I want to show the book that he bought that he ambushed me with.
Wow.
About 2 years ago. This is my birthday book, y'all. October of '63. And the way he did it was sneaky. I was talking to 84 one night, and 84 said, "Hey, isn't there a site you can go to find out what your birthday book is?" And I said, "Yeah, I'll send you the link." And he said, "Oh, by the way, what's your birthday book?" So I shot him a couple. And, I've got a couple, and I said, "This is the one I'm really, on the lookout for." And a month later was, at my doorstep. And when I opened the package, I teared up a little. I truly did. I was not expecting it. It was just such a great gesture. And that is exactly who Stone Cold is.
Sick.
Nice.
Wow. Very nice.
That's the first Ramatut right there, Simeon, right?
Yep, FF19, first Ramatut, and by extension, the first Kang.
Kang, right.
Now, you said it's your birthday book, so what year did it come out? And what month?
October of '63.
Very cool. October is a good time. I love October.
Well, it's
fall.
Is it cover dated? Cover dated October '63?
Yeah, I'm not gonna. It was actually probably what?
I just want to be sure because usually it's 2 months before. Yeah.
And then so
my dad, everybody.
Hi, Bear Dad. So here's Gray Man saying, "I got all my birthday books now.
Wow.
Please do not start another obsession for my collection. I would gladly appreciate it because then I know I have one birthday book, but I don't know if I want to look for multiple birthday books. That could start a whole new black hole of things that I don't want to enter into. Really don't. Yeah. I remember like someone I don't remember who it was, but I remember someone in the community was like, "Oh yeah, so now I started labeling all of the books in my collection on how much I paid for them at that time, so I know if if they increase in values, like." Shit, should I start doing that? I was like, man, I just rebagged everything in Mylar, and I don't want to do that. Like, I don't want to have to go through everything and just kind of, I don't know, do inventory on the comic book collection. Like, and I just slowly walked away from my collection. I closed the door. I'm like, no, we're not doing that. Just gonna walk away. We're gonna go to bed now.
There's better things to do with your time than that.
Yeah,
right.
Totally.
All right, up next. Go ahead.
No,
go ahead. If you got something to add, go ahead.
It was actually a Gray Man video that turned me on to the concept of birthday books, and that's when I looked it up and tried to track down 2 or 3.
Cool.
So how many do you have now?
I've got 3. I've got that and Tales of Suspense. I can't remember the number. It's like the 4th or 5th Gold Suit Iron Man. And I've got a Charlton War book.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, maybe I'm gonna have to do some research on more books that came out on my birthday. Same month, same year.
I feel bad. I don't even know any of mine.
Like I said, I know I at least have one. I have one book. It's a Spider-Man book. It's a classic Todd McFarlane book. I've actually shown it up. Randomly pulled it one time on What's That Comic Book. So, excuse me. All right. So up next, Roger, what do you got?
Okay, let's. I do have a box here. I'm not sure what's in this exactly, but we'll see. We'll see if I know what's in here. Oh, okay, cool. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #2. I think this is second or third print. I don't remember exactly. Let me take it out of here because there's a lot of glare. I have kind of a sad story about this one, but I think it's appropriate, right? In that,
we've never had that before.
Well, what happened is that I was working in a comic shop when Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1 came out. And I think they had 2 copies that mistakenly went to the shop. We didn't, as far as we know, we didn't order. And I looked through it and I was like, man, this art is terrible. It's really bad. I mean, I'm like black and white, So, I didn't get it. I didn't get it. I just didn't want it. And then of course it immediately blew up. I mean, within months or so. It was so short printed or whatever. And so after that, I started looking at the later issues. I'm like, the art's not that good, but I kind of dig it still. I still enjoy it. So if I was a little bit more patient, I would have a first print of this one. But I did pick up this one later on, and I have 2 through 10, I believe, and no 1 yet. I'll get some reprint somewhere down the line. But these are iconic characters, and in the 90s, I mean, my nephews were going gaga, and I had to fight off 50-year-old grandmas to find action figures for them.
Yeah.
And
I remember those were dark times for some people.
Yeah, I tell you, I still have a wonky knee, where just kidding about that one. But really, I mean, these characters have really just exploded, considering they came out in the 80s. It's not like Superman came out in the 30s or Batman or anything like that. And they've just become just superstars and movies and marketing. So I'm glad to have at least these issues because I really, really dropped the ball on #1.
Yeah, you're not the first person. I've heard multiple stories of people saying on how they wish they had picked up that ugly TMNT book. It's black and white. Art was ugly as hell, like cheap paper. And, they say the same thing, like, and then it exploded. And then I tried getting the figures because I figured that was going to be worth money. No one could get the figures. I think like Toys R Us or something. Someone was saying like in Toys R Us one time, like they would just go to every single Toys R Us, and there were like grandmas in line for their grandchildren to get all these toys. You know what I mean?
That was me.
Hard times.
There was one time I went and they had a box that had just come out with a box. Literally, the guy stepped into from those folding doors, and it was like ants attacking a caterpillar. I literally they're just pieces of boxes going everywhere. I mean, it's amazing. I wish I had it back then. I wish I had a video camera or an iPhone because it would be viral. I tell you.
I'm sure. I mean, from what I hear, okay, it kind of sounds a little bit worse than Black Friday because on Black Friday everyone's there for everything. These people are there for one particular thing, and that's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle toys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Funny. Good story. We got my friend Paul, who always loves to crack the ASM 300 jokes. Kevin, you're more likely to get a number of ASM 300s to equal to your age. I wish, buddy. That would be pretty amazing. That would be crazy. We got Mark Spector Comics in the house. My good friend Dave. How you doing, buddy? We're going to hang out soon. I promise. Life with Two YouTubers. Thank you. Donatello doesn't get enough love. As a kid, Donatello was my fave. I don't know why. I mean, maybe when I was a kid, even before doing martial arts, I was like, Donatello's smart, dude. He's got the stick, for range, keep the bad guys away from him. You know what I mean? That was the number one thing as a kid. I was like, Donatello's smart, dude. He wants to hit people at a distance, and I can appreciate that. All right. Up next, we got Hialeah. We got.
All right. Hey, Roger, real quick. I'm a Silver Age kid, aren't I?
Yes,
69? 69
barely.
Okay. All right.
Barely,
So
yeah.
I'm gonna pick from my
5 years
Silver
on
Age
anybody.
box. It's my Silver Age box. I
Nice.
hope I have a story. I might not have a story for the book, but all right. Oh, okay, cool. I got Submariner number 4. It's a great John Buscema cover. It's a Submariner against a tuna.
Cool.
Tuna.
Wow.
And I think, and you know what?
That don't look like a fish.
I actually have a tuna sandwich, half a tuna sandwich waiting for me. That's what we picked up tonight: a tuna sandwich, a very good tuna sandwich, and wings. So I got that waiting for me after this. But hey, it's a tuna and the Submariner.
Cool.
I hope Comic Kid 84 watches this because he would love this book.
It's great
great.
covers, man. Great covers.
Great cover, yeah.
Submariner.
All those
Very
early
cool.
Buscema Submariner are just spectacular covers.
Yeah, definitely.
Life with two YouTubers. I had a snapping turtle at a young age for a pet, and I named him Donatello. Until he got too big, and I had to put him in the lake. I cried so much that day. I was like, oh. He used to hiss at my parents, my brother, and he would snap at them. But when it came to me, he was like, "No, you're cool. You feed me."
Yeah.
We have an understanding.
Kindred spirit there.
All right, Bear, your turn.
All right. Well, just in case John's Comics with Kids watches this or is watching this, I just want to show off. I do have a system here. I picked 19 books.
All right.
Some slabs, some not, and then I'm going to actually randomize my first few on this app. So 5 is the number. Probably can't see it all. There you go.
Scientific.
I like your style.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, sweet. I just read this. Okay, we have
He's fresh.
Daredevil number 38.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Living Prison.
Nice.
Daredevil versus Dr. Doom. I don't know if it's their first fight, but boy, was it a fun one because it was a 2-issue series. This is the second issue of it. And Dr. Doom hatches this plan to switch bodies. He Freaky Fridays Daredevil.
That's a great way of putting it.
So
Nice.
half of the story is just the two of them getting used to like having different powers and stuff, which is such like a Silver Age thing to do, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
And that's fun. It's my dad again, everybody.
Hi, Bear Dad.
He waits till I'm talking and he walks. I love it. No, we're good. We're good. So what was I saying?
Have your dad pick out a book.
I was thinking about that. I'll pick my next one. So they do a Freaky Friday thing, and they're switched bodies, and of course Doom's causing all this trouble. But Daredevil hatches this genius plan to, since he's like, if I'm in Dr. Doom's body, how do I get him to switch back? I'm going to declare war on all of Latvia's neighboring countries. So he does that, knowing that one of them is an ally of China, and China would just come wipe out Latveria. And when Doom finds out about this, he's like, okay. We can switch back. We're good. We'll switch back. And I'm also I'm just going to let you go because I'm just super impressed with how you bested me. We'll meet again someday, Daredevil.
Interesting. It's definitely a fantastic cover. And to be honest, it's kind of funny that you randomly pulled that one today because in the last week or so, I've been seeing this book everywhere. I want to say I've seen this book 5 times at least on IG this week. Yeah, I've seen it so many times. So I think this is a calling that I should probably go pick up that book because it is a fantastic Dr. Doom cover. I mean, I'm not like I wouldn't call myself a Doctor Doom fan. I mean, I know of him, but his mask is really cool. I mean, his helmet, mask, I don't know what you want to call it. But I mean, I think it's a great cover.
Dr. Doom got in some nice scraps with like the street level heroes of New York. You know, the whole Luke Cage fight that he was in, where he owed Luke Cage that $200, and he also fought Daredevil. So he's gotten into it with the Hell's Kitchen guys.
Yeah, Luke Cage went all the way to Latveria to collect too.
Yeah,
and a rocket from the Fantastic Four.
He took a Fantastic Four rocket and went down to Latveria for $200.
It probably costs more money to fuel up the jet then.
Yeah. It's a principle thing, It's a principle.
Sweet Christmas.
Sweet Christmas. Where's my money, honey?
Yeah, bring up that whole part of Family Guy. Where's my money, man?
$2. Where's my $2? I want my $2.
$2.
Bust his kneecaps and whatnot. All right, so it is my turn. Does anybody would like to suggest anything of what they would like to see? An audience, if you're watching, if you would like to make a suggestion, and if we can make that happen for you, we're more than happy to do that as well. So, what would like the panel like to see? Would you guys like to see a book from the DC Raw box? We got the Marvel box. I got 2 slabs here that the wifey picked out, and I also have my box of keys next to me.
Wifey pick.
Wifey pick. Okay.
Yeah, wifey picks.
Sure.
Let's see.
Wifey picks.
So, I mean, I don't know what the top one is, but I'm not going to pick that one because I already saw like a yellow label. So we'll see what this one is. The bottom. Oh, okay.
Oh.
So here we have a New Mutants number 87. This is the first appearance of Cable. And this one does kind of have a story for me. And when I bought it, I did a video on it. So around the time where Deadpool 2 came out, this book got a little hot a little bit. And there was a time where I went to the flea market and I was going through this guy's, he had nothing valuable in these boxes. This is just all dollar bin stuff, $2 stuff. And I saw this book in there and I was just like, holy cow, like this guy obviously doesn't know what he has. So I'm thinking I'm going to get away with a New Mutants 87 for $2. I mean, the book was, I don't know, it was mid-grade, but to say I got it for $2, why the hell not? So I went up to the guy, I was like, yeah, I'm just going to take this and these other books. He's like, oh, you cannot have that book for $2. It's like, damn. He's like, I don't know how that book got there, but you can buy this book for $400. Like, no, buddy, you can eat it. I'm good. So ever since that time, I was just like, man, like it's the New Mutant 87 that got away. You know what I mean? I was that close to getting one for a really good deal. And then so one time, someone on IG was going through some tough times and, was selling books. And he was like, hey, dude, like, I'll sell it to you for $100, which was really good at the time. I think I bought it last year. And I was like, yeah, dude, like for $100. I mean, the book was going at the time for like 150, I think. And I was like, I'll do $100. Why the hell not? Like, here you go, take my money. So I ended up picking it up, and I was really happy to finally, fill that void, if you will. And, I thought about upgrading it one time, but I don't think I could ever do it because let me make myself big one more time, because I know it's a 9.4, but this is one of the most vibrant New Mutants 87s I have ever seen. The camera doesn't do it justice. Like, this thing is bright. It is very vibrant. So that's like the only reason why I would just never like upgrade it, because it's like it's a really, really bright book. I don't know. Random story. So
cool.
Nice.
Buy the book, not the grade, right?
Yeah, and that's another reason too. And I always think it's kind of cool too to have that with my New Mutants number 98 too. They're a very cool pair together. So Ben Compton, I got mine for $75. Nice. I don't know if we're talking about the same thing. Before we do our second round, I want to remind everybody, if you are liking tonight's content, don't forget to smash that like button. If you're new here to the channel, if you'd like to see future What's That Comic Books, What's That Comic Book live streams, make sure you click on that subscribe button. That would be greatly appreciated. And the last thing I want to say, too, is I want to give a shout out to my friend, Cosmic Creature Comics, for sending me the free shirt. Cool. Love this shirt. One of my favorite logos on IG and one of my favorite people on IG as well. So I appreciate you, brother, for sending the shirt. All right, so round 2. Wayne, what do you got?
All right, y'all tell me, silver, bronze, copper, or modern?
Who wants to go?
Bronze.
Somebody.
Bronze.
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 We got to vote for bronze.
Hey, bronze.
All right, I have here.
Oh, nice.
Beautiful Neil Adams.
Wow.
Neil Adams, beautiful cover. Roger remembers these. Hialeah might. Yeah. When these came out, you know, at the time we had DC, Marvel, and Charlton, and you know, Kitty Comics. When all these showed up on the spinner racks at the 7-Eleven, me and my friends were like, "Oh yes," and we bought the hell out of them. But I was living in Virginia Beach at the time, and maybe a third of the titles were available, and this was one of them. And you know, I was a big Conan fan, so this was right up my alley. And 4 years ago, when I got back into buying comics, I've slowly been tracking them, as many of the, not all of them, but the ones I like, trying to get them in at least 9.6. And I've got about 12 of the Atlas first issues now in 9.8 or 9.6. And this and Wolf the Barbarian are my absolute 2 favorites.
Bro, 9.8 in that book is crazy. Wayne.
Yeah.
And white pages.
Wow.
And white pages.
What year is that?
75.
75. Yep.
Wow.
They all came out in 75, pretty much. Yep.
That's crazy.
Wayne, do you have all the Wolf issues? Because I've got some Wolves that I could send you.
No, I'm good, brother. I've got them all, and I've got the first one slabbed, but thank you.
Cool.
I will be the first to say that I have never seen that book ever.
They only lasted, like, they came out with like maybe 25 titles, and the longest any of them lasted was 4 issues. Some of them only lasted 1 or 2.
Yeah.
I want to see if I can. Maybe not. I was going to try to find real quick, like, what that book goes for in a 9.8. But
well, there's only like, there's less than 10 of them. I paid $1.50 for it. And I think that's about right.
Nice. $1.50.
Yeah.
How long ago was that?
3 years ago. And I mean 150.
Oh,
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, not $1.50. Yeah. Yeah.
That's yeah. No, never mind.
That would be illegal, you know.
You can find those books in dollar bins still.
Yep.
Not a 9.8 though.
Yeah.
Probably not.
No.
No,
Probably not.
Yeah, probably not. That's sick. That was a cool. And Neil Adams did interiors on that too.
No,
No.
Mike Sikowski and Jack Abel.
Yeah.
We got the Gray Man. You AOK'd me one of those Alice Unruly.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it was a Wolf, wasn't it? I had a 9.6
Yep.
when I got a 9.8. I sent the 9.6 to Gray Man.
White pages.
You sent me one too, The Hands of the Dragon.
Yeah, and I
Oh,
didn't
cool.
want to let that go either. That's a nice copy.
Oh, that was a nice copy, man. Oh.
We should start a new series, AOK Woes. When you gave away a book, but
I want it back.
later regretted it. Like,
I want it back.
No, it's just I'm still hunting that now.
AOK remorse. Like,
Roger's sitting up there. Well, hey, dude, I'm sorry, you ain't getting it back. It's not gonna happen.
Well, if he wants it, I'll send it to him. But I know Wayne. He'd never ask for that one.
Sell it to him.
Never. No, never. No.
Can have it
No,
for
we're-
$1.50
we're-
now.
no, it's not slabbed or anything, but it's
Sell it to
Cherry.
him. Sell it to him.
tell it to him. Raul trying to stir the pot on me.
$1.50.
That's why I said, yeah, do it for $1.50.
A nominal fee.
So we had a request from the Gray Man where he would, and this was a question from this is an answer to Unruly's question of what he would like to see. So Roger, I don't know if you can randomly pull a silver book. If not, that's not a big deal. I'm sure one of us can fill that void for the Gray Man, but
I can.
I'm sure Roger can pull one.
That's all I got.
well, then you can do it too, Hialeah. He can get a double whammy. All right, what do we got?
I got one. All right. By the way, I have a complete set of those Atlas Seaboard comics because, like Ruli said, those things, like a third of them, never showed up in my spinner rack. So I made it a mission to finish it, and thanks to Collecting Chaos, I finished last year.
Cool.
Sweet.
Okay, enough of that. So what do I got here? a comic that I bet not many people have in their collection. The very politically incorrect Fat Man the Human Saucer.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
The Human Flying Saucer from,
What?
and notice the date is right on here, 1967. So Silver Age. You said Silver Age, right?
Yeah.
So this was interesting. This was by a company, I think, called Milson, right? And what happened is that C.C. Beck had a hand in this, the creator of Captain Marvel from Fawcett. And this character bears a lot of resemblance. If you look at his costume, let me see if I have a better issue with the costume. It resembles Captain Marvel's quite a bit. It has the same kind of cape, that like half cape and the rope around.
Yeah.
Notice, right?
Yeah,
And the logo is also right. Yeah. So he created this character as sort of a how can I put this? Give it to a razzing of the powers that be for not having Captain Marvel being published at the time. Now later on, DC did publish it in 1973, I want to say, but this particular series only lasted 3 issues. I wonder why. It was a very tongue-in-cheek. It was very over the top. It was very politically incorrect and just bizarre all the way through. This gentleman was a rich kind of slob of sort of, and he just happened to be going out when an alien saucer fell and gave him the ability to change into a human flying saucer. And he loves to eat, and thus he is quite overweight. And sometimes if he eats too much, he can barely get off the ground because he's so full, you know. And and he fights all these kooky villains. Like this monster is actually the husband of another monster, which is essentially she's trying to run away from her because she is so vicious and just harangue him to death. So it is just the bizarrest kind of series that you ever want to read.
I like the Gray Man's comment here. Politically incorrect and automatically unusual.
Yeah, and anatomically unusual. Yeah.
Anatomic. Yeah, I'm sorry. Anatomic. If only an alien lotto saucer fell on me. That's one of the things too I love about the show is the bizarre comic books that have come out. You know what I mean? Some of the oddities in comic books as well. So it's not always about here's my Spider-Man book, here's my Batman book. That's another reason why I love this show so much, because again, that is yet another book I have never seen, never heard of, and that made my night right there. Very cool. All right. Up next, we got Hialeah. What do you got?
All right. I don't know what I'm gonna pull from the front of this box. It's Silver Age. Oh, okay, cool. I picked I think it's what's the number on this? Yeah, 42. This is a Nick Cardy cover, and I'm not a DC guy, but I saw this cover and I just fell in love with it. The cover is really good. Inside it's a lot yellow, but it is Aquaman number 42. This is my foe, and it's just a classic.
Whoa.
Beautiful cover. Beautiful. I picked this up in Orlando a couple of years ago, and honestly, I couldn't believe it was up on the wall. And I didn't care. I don't see this a lot, so I just went with it. The inside, like I said, the pages are a lot yellow, but it just presents perfect, and I'm in love with it. It's my copy.
That is a sick,
It's just
sick cover.
It's just a gorgeous cover, man. I just love this cover.
Wow.
Yeah. Cardy's run on Aquaman on the covers are so underrated. They're all just spectacular. They really are.
I couldn't believe it. Like when I was at the shop and I was with my wife and I go, oh my God, look what they got up there. Oh my God. And the guy brought it down. I think it was $40. I thought it was a fair price. And I don't know if I might have paid a little less, but it was just perfect. And I love it. I think it presents perfect. So Aquaman 42.
Yeah.
I'll tell you though, I mean, I don't collect Aquaman, but if I saw that book, I would probably actually buy that book. I was because that cover is really freaking epic.
It's an amazing cover. I freaking love it. I love it.
We got Glitter and Duct Tape in the house. How you doing? Thank you so much for joining. We got Sam's Tangled Web up in the house too. Thank you so much, sir. Really appreciate you. Nice spiky logo. Let's see. Cardi has good Silver Age Teen Titans covers too.
Yep, true.
A couple comics. That cover is dope on Aquaman. Couldn't agree more.
Okay.
Couldn't agree more. All right, Bear, your turn.
All right, some of you guys may have seen that my dad was over here while Hialeah was full screen, and he picked this one out. He could not get past this one. He was leafing through, and he's like, ooh, and I agree. This is my favorite Josh Middleton cover. That's going to be a little bit of a hot take. This is 1A and 1B with the Batgirl 23 cover.
Oh, that's
his Batman number 50 Catwoman wedding dress.
Awesome.
That's the Virgin variant. I just think this is just beautiful. I mean,
very Audrey
It's like a
Hepburn.
portrait.
Very.
It's like a portrait of Hepburn. Yep.
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
Beautiful.
What I love about Middleton is he can do so many different styles and he does them all well.
Yeah,
he does. He can do like action and stuff, and then he can just do like a portrait. But it was disappointing what happened with the wedding. We all know that.
Oh yeah.
Some great covers came out for that Batman number 50, and this one's my favorite personally.
Look at the detail in the leaves. Oh my God, that's gorgeous on the dress.
The wedding dress designed by Joelle Jones was killer. It's too bad, never.
Awesome.
I don't know. Did she wear it? I don't know. No, she bounced. She didn't wear it. She tried it on at one issue. I know that.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm out of here.
But yeah, the subtle coloring on the white, you get the white background with the subtle flesh tones is just amazing.
That is gorgeous.
Good job, Josh Middleton, if you're watching.
Please watch the channel.
You never know. You never know.
You can't miss this one.
I'll interview you for free. Glitter and Duct Tape. Aggressive, relaxing, beautiful. Glitter and Duct Tape, beautiful. Bear always cries at a wedding.
They're beautiful, man.
Sensitive man.
They're so nice. All right. Any suggestions? Anybody would like to see something? We got the boxes of the back issues of Marvel and DC. Have one more slab that the wifey picked out, and we got the box of keys. Also have the unread pile. Could even go rummaging through that. I don't know. Suggestions? Anything? Going once.
Grab the other slab.
Grab the other slab. All right, let's see what wifey picked out.
Yeah.
I know it's a yellow label. It's a thick one. Ooh.
Ooh.
Nice. You knocked out a lot of topics on this with this one.
Speaking of Neil Adams.
Speaking of Neil Adams is right, Bear. So here we have a Batman and Robin number 237. This is actually a pretty unique book in my collection too. I would say that this is probably one of the most unique books in my collection, and I'll tell you why. This book is signed by Neil Adams, and it is also signed by Bernie Wrightson.
Oh, nice. Wow.
Oh my God.
Are you kidding me?
Wow.
So again, like what Roger said, you buy the book, not the grade and such. One individual who I don't think is even on Instagram anymore was selling books, and I happened to see this one. He kept going, throughout the week, taking down the price, and I was like, this book is just so unique. Like, I've never. Because I've always known that Neil Adams did this book, and I said, why is there a Bernie Wrightson signature on this book? I'm just curious. And so it says on the notes that Bernie Wrightson had something to do with the book. He kind of created like a rough draft of the story and of the characters, just that Denny O'Neil and Neil Adams took it over. So I think it's really cool that they even pay credit to Bernie Wrightson. And so seeing that signed was super awesome. So Bernie Wrightson at the time for me was new because I was just getting into Swamp Thing, mesmerized by Swamp Thing. So easily Bernie Wrightson became one of my favorite artists. And so I was like, I don't have anything signed by Bernie Wrightson. I'm a huge signature collector, so I had to have it. So the price was right. It was $185 shipped at the time. And I was like, I need that book. I mean, so everything that I have in my collection where it has a Neil Adams signature is raw. This is the only slab Neil Adams signature I have in the collection. But I just think it's so cool that these gentlemen signed the book. That having these two signatures on this cover is cool to me. So, like I said, the grade doesn't matter to me. It's just the uniqueness of never seeing this book signed by these two guys at the same time.
How much did you get it for?
$185 shipped.
Wow. That I love 6.0s. I'm fine with that. That book looks gorgeous to me.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's mid-grade, whatever, dude. I mean,
perfect. I love mid-grade. It's perfect.
Like I said, the signatures look great. I mean, I'll make myself big one more time, but I think they look so awesome. Neil's signature looks great in silver there. Bernie's in gold. And Bernie's signature is super clean. So
no, that's beautiful.
Perfectly placed too.
Yeah.
So, like I said, probably one of my most unique books because this book was on my wish list. You know what I mean? I was looking for something signed by Bernie Wrightson. It just happened to be at the right time. Like I said, I saw it for over a week where the guy was just dropping the price, and I was like, I'm gonna just go for it. Like this book, I find this book so unique. So, and I ended up picking it up. It's one of my favorite books in the collection.
Nice.
First appearance of the Reaper, I believe, too.
Yep.
So, all right. Up next, we're on round 3. Again, guys, don't forget to smash that like button and make sure you guys show your support by clicking on those links in the bio. That would be greatly appreciated. Spread that love. What do we got here? Oh, that's a good price, Kevin. Thank you. I appreciate it.
I agree.
Yeah, I couldn't pass it up. I was like, if no one's buying it, I might as well be the guy to buy it. All right, up next we have Wayne. What do you got?
All right, what do y'all want to see? Silver, modern, or copper?
I mean,
Copper.
Copper. Let's see Copper. I was gonna say. I mean, we're kind of going on like a Silver Age kind of.
We might not see another Copper night, so let's do it.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
I'm game for anything.
It's the smallest era.
This is not Bernie Wrightson, but I remember when that series was coming out, and me and all my buddies fell in love with it. And then, I got out of comics in like '76 or so, and didn't get back in until the early to mid '80s. And one of the first thing I ever read by Alan Moore was his Swamp Thing, which is freaking incredible.
Oh
if
yeah.
you've never read it. So 4 years ago when I got back into comics, I decided I had to have one of these.
Oh.
Isn't that just
Whoa.
a beauty?
Nice.
This, I think, and ASM 50 are the two best first appearance covers where the character isn't on the cover.
I would agree with you that for sure. Hell yeah.
Dude,
And
a 9.8 of that right now is insane.
Well, and
I've been looking.
there's only like 330 of them in 9.8. I don't know why that is. Because this was book sold well, you would think there'd be a lot more. And I think that's one of the reasons why it went through the roof. I paid about a quarter of what it's going for now, and I thought that was a lot, but I had to have it. I had to have it.
Such a beautiful yellow cover too.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah, and I love the green accents. You know how it accents with the yellow in the background. It's kind of translucent. I really love that. I'm very happy that Bear went with copper. Good job, man. Good job. So like that again, kind of going back with what you were saying about Swamp Thing. I mean, Alan Moore's Swamp Thing is. I'll say it today. I'll say it as many times until I'm blue in the face. I'm a huge Batman fan. Always been a huge Spider-Man fan. When I read Swamp Thing by Alan Moore, I deemed it to be one of the best things I have ever read in comic books. I have the Absolute editions. I absolutely love those books to death. I read those books annually now. That's how much I love those books and how much I love that run as well. So like for that book that you just had there, obviously the first appearance of John Constantine. If I were to buy that book graded, I would actually not buy that book for the reason of it being the first appearance of John Constantine. I would actually buy that book more of a perspective that John Constantine is such a huge key to Swamp Thing of him learning his powers and abilities on what he is today. So
yeah, Constantine did kind of give him a kick in the ass here and there.
Yeah, like, dude, you're elemental. Like, these are all the possibilities and all the things you're supposed to be doing, and you're not.
and the origin and that first issue that Moore wrote, where Swamp Thing, who thinks he's Alec Holland, finds out he's not. I remember reading that, and I was 24, 25, and it just blew my mind. Same, man. Same. I think I was actually the same age when I read that book, The Anatomy Lesson, which I love that book to death. And when I read that book, I was like, man, this is so deep. Like, Alan Moore just kind of like turned the nail upside down. Like, holy cow. Like, you know, Len Wein just like, yeah, we got a guy who just turned into a swamp monster. That's it. And it just turned into something so much more. I'm like, wow, that was amazing. But for sure.
It was a cool retcon for sure. Very
yeah.
Cool retcon.
I mean, to anybody, like Wayne said, if you have never read Swamp Thing, give it a try. Because I remember like being a teenager when I was reading comic books. When I was reading comic books as a teenager, you know, I never really liked DC stuff. It was just Batman for me. Batman was DC. That was it. And I remember people being like, "Oh, you should try Swamp Thing." And I'd be like, "A plant monster?" Like, no, again, that doesn't sound cool at all. And
what's funny is that people hear Swamp Thing and they're like, "What do I care about what happens in a swamp?" He just does swamp all the time, but he's not. He is in those first 10 issues of Wrightson and Len Wein. He goes all over the world.
Yeah. He's on a plane. He's on a side of a building with Batman. He's just nuts.
Right.
Yeah.
He's in Ireland filing a werewolf. Yeah, totally. So like going back to what I was saying about like Swamp Thing, like who cares about a swamp monster? If I had a time machine, I would go back in time and smack my teenage self and be like, read a damn Swamp Thing book. Don't talk shit about Swamp Thing. All right, Raj, your turn.
Oh, okay. All right. Copper, right? Is that the theme here?
Sure.
Copper?
It's random.
Okay. Random. Well, this is a random copper. How's that?
There we go.
Okay. Here we go. Let me take it out of the bag here.
Oh,
This is Fugitoid or Fudgetoid. Actually, Bub just showed this on his panel today. Fugitoid #1. Another Eastman and Laird comic here, drawn and story by them. Oversized. Also has a really cool back cover, by the way.
okay. Yeah.
It's actually a wraparound cover.
They do a lot of those.
Yeah. See how he's being
That's nice.
stalked back there by that thing, and then there's it's like damned if you do, damned if you don't. You know, if you go forward, you get shot. If not, you get devoured. You know, so pick your poison. Cool about this is that there is a very early Turtles appearance here, right at the end. Let me see. Right there, full spread.
Oh. Oh yeah, I've seen this page before.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And it actually crosses over into, let me see if I can find it. Yeah, here. Into Turtles 5. Notice Fudgetoid is back there.
Fudgetoid. I'm not gonna get over that now. Every time I see that, I'm gonna say Fudgetoid now.
I know. When I got this, everybody was like, "Oh, Fudgetoid, Fudgetoid." I go, "Hold on, but he's a fugitive robot. He should be Fugitoid." But anyway, and that's what it is. You know, this is a robot that has like a quirky kind of personality, and he's like being hunted just because of what he is. You know, and the turtles come in to protect him, and really cool, oversized. I actually found this in an estate sale for $1 several years ago because I had missed it when it first came out, but I always wanted it because I love those quirky things like Gizmo. I love all those quirky characters. So, and I had 5 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 5, and I wanted to find out how he got into that predicament. And lo and behold, a few years ago, boom, here it is.
Look at that.
Bang. Beautiful. And that's that would be considered the magazine size too, Raj?
Yes, correct. That's magazine size. From 1985, by the way. So.
Yeah. Cool. That's it. You have officially ruined me, Fudgetoid. Thank you for that. now I'm always gonna read the next Ronin book, and if they mention him, I'm gonna be like, Fudgetoid, there he is. And I'm gonna think of Roger right away. Fudgetoid.
Oh boy.
All right.
Chocolate at his enemies.
We're going 4 rounds or 5?
So this will be our last round because we're about to hit that hour mark. So.
All right. So I'm not gonna do a random. The book I want to share.
Dude.
I know where it's at, but when I was like 6, I saw this movie, and I was blown away by these little guys, the Blue Meanies. And I freaking the Beatles had only been, they have disbanded maybe 5 or 6 years before that, but they seemed ancient to me. But they were so cool, and I picked up this not about 2 years ago, and it's the Yellow Submarine, and I absolutely love this movie. It blew my mind when I was a child, and I'm just the biggest Blue Meanie fan, and they were such great villains, and it's the Beatles, baby. And there's supposed to be like a poster in here. I think it might be missing. I gotta look inside, but there's the Nowhere Man. Mm-hmm. I love the Yellow Submarine, man.
We all live in a yellow submarine.
Thank you. Somebody had to sing it.
I know all the words, man. I freaking love this movie. It blew my mind.
Ease into the descent.
Cool.
Very nice.
So
very cool.
Cool. Very
and
cool.
You know what's wild? The Beatles didn't even do their own voices for that damn cartoon.
Are you serious?
I'm serious as a heart attack.
I don't care. To me, I freaking love that movie.
Those guys were frauds. Their legacy is ruined.
They did a pretty good imitation of them.
I was fine with it. I loved it.
Yeah.
All right, Barry, your turn.
Inside there where I was supposed to, so I have a pin up.
Yeah, it might be missing it. I think I said it on the label. Let me see. I don't remember. I'll look. I'll look and let you know.
Okay.
All right. So last year, my friend TJ the Slab Dragon sent me an AOK. It was my first Golden Age book. It was Batman number 25, and it gave me a taste for some Golden Age. And I decided I wanted to have a Detective Comics issue from the Golden Age. And I've never shown this before, not on Instagram, not on YouTube, anywhere.
Awesome.
But
Oh,
First appearance.
Exclusive.
Detective Comics number 94.
wow.
Goodness.
And I went a little crazy on the grave.
Holy moly.
Yeah,
White
the reason I wanted this cover was because of how detective it is. I don't know that, like, you know, it's Detective Comics, and they're like going through the sewer, like looking for evidence, and I'm like, that's Detective Comics right there, baby.
Yeah.
So, let's see. Let's run through it's Bill Finger's story, George Russo's cover. I wasn't familiar with George Russo's.
Yep. George Russo.
I am now. Right. But one of my favorite parts about this is actually the back, because I love comics that have like historical significance, like references to world wars and things. And there's this Ever Ready Batteries ad on the back where these guys are like cornering a Nazi. I don't know if you can see the helmet there, and the dog licking his face.
Cool.
Dude, that is crazy cool.
So I just thought it was cool to have like a war reference on it.
Great book.
1944, December 1944. 44.
That's white. That's white
the year my
still going
dad
on.
was born, so this could be a birthday book.
That's white pages.
It is white pages, actually. Yeah.
Wow.
That is crazy.
This was like my one big book from last year. So
that's a huge book for any. That's massive. Wow.
Yeah,
that's a unicorn you got in your hands there, buddy.
Wow.
Yeah, for real.
That doesn't happen.
That's gorgeous, man. Congratulations, man. That's beautiful. Wow.
I mean, Batman.
Such a simple cover too, you know.
Oh, but it's great. It's awesome. It tells a story. It's awesome.
That's an incredible book, Bear. Jeez.
Yeah.
My goodness. That's the book. That might be the book of the night, guys. I don't know.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, this is the one I knew I was going to show because I've just never showed it before, and I knew this panel would appreciate it.
That is gorgeous.
For real.
Kavi is going to be jealous as hell.
Yeah.
Wow.
He doesn't need to be jealous.
He might be getting some
he
IP
just turn around and look at
messages
his
from Kavi soon. Yeah.
Dude, congratulations, man. Good for you, bro.
Kavi's wherever he is, he's probably sniffing it out right now. He's like, Golden Age? What?
What stream was that? What stream was that? Who was that?
I was literally just searching for Golden Age on eBay, Golden Age, Detective Comics issues, and it's not a key, so people don't really ever show or talk about this book. But I was like, man, that's beautiful. I just want it.
Why would the seller sell that, man? God, wow.
Well, because I gave him money for it.
No, dude, you know what I'm talking about. I would. Wow, man. Why would you sell that, man? My dad was 7 years old at that time. That's crazy.
Wow.
I will never understand people that can look at comics as a business. I don't get that.
Yeah, I can't sell books.
It's a commodity. Yeah.
Dude, that book. Yeah. Oh my God, something like that. You're not gonna find another one. You're not.
Never.
Most likely not. No.
Oh man, congrats! Beautiful.
That is
beautiful book.
Whopper.
Yeah, golf clap. Nice, very nice. Well, I think that's actually a really good note to end. We're past the hour, gentlemen. Again, thank you so much for taking time every night to come hang out with me and show off your sexy collection. And I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Glad you have.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, it was lots of fun. Great to see all the.
I wish it could continue.
Comics.
Yeah, right.
Well, that will leave us for a part 2. So there's always the next time. Always next time.
All right, same time tomorrow.
Same same time, same bad time. Yeah, whatever they used to say. So, guys, thank you so much for watching tonight. Again, I really appreciate you guys, coming and watching. I also want to say thank you to everybody who reached out when I did my whole, I'm taking a little bit of break. People saying, like, hey, Kevin, you're okay? And I'm like, guys, to anybody who's watching, I am perfectly fine. I just needed to step away from the tube a little bit and kind of relax my creativity brain a little bit. I was a little burnt out. So, but guys, again, thank you so much for the love and support. Really, I can't tell you guys enough on how much I appreciate the views, the comments, the shares. you have no idea how much it really means. So again, thank you guys. I really appreciate it. To anybody who's watching this, again, if you wanted to be on What's That Comic Book, this is a open invitation. Feel free to message me on Instagram at KarateKevin67. The show's on Saturdays. There's no set time for the show. It's just whatever works for the guests. So again, guys, I'm Kevin Dini for Superpower Review, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Peace.